Something Star Warsy does indeed this way come, because The Force Awakens is out on DVD on Monday. Interesting fact about The Force Awakens, it's actually an anagram of "Oh, wanker choose Taff." I don't know why I know that, but it is anyway. You can check it if you want. Star Wars it's had a lot of spin-offs over the years. It starts way back in 1978 with a holiday special. That is so bad, it's good. I'm going to link that to this video so you can check it out and watch it for yourself. It really, really is abysmal. Utter garbage. But please have a look at it if you want to. This year we've got Rogue One coming out, which is supposedly set between episodes 3 and 4 and tells the story, I believe, of the Bothans and how they got the plans for the Death Star, and set up the events that followed in A New Hope. Now, spin-offs, the Ewoks managed to get 3 of them, starting with Caravan of Courage from 1984, which is okay, I suppose, not massively watchable, but it's not a bad film. That had a sequel, Battle for Endor. Now, those are both live-action films, but they also starred in a animated show where they somehow learned how to speak English and just said "me chihuahua" a lot, as well as kind of like catchphrase. There's also the Rebels animated series. I don't know anything about that. Similarly with the Clone Wars, I don't know anything about the Clone Wars. And N64 launch title Shadows of the Empire was a kind of multimedia Star Wars doodah. The game I didn't care for, but the book is really, really good. If you can read it, track it down and have a go at it. It's really, really nice. But the reason for this video is this. The Animated Adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO from 1985, which Mastertronic saw fit to release a game to in 1988, which was programmed by Binary Design, who were responsible for some great games. This is not one of them. This is really, really quite poor. The Force is not strong with droids. In fact, the Force has fucked off and left it completely. I do apologise for the language. So we're going to go into the game. The music's quite good here, and that's about one of only 2 good things I can find to say about this game. It really, really is poor. You are R2-D2 and C-3PO, and you control both at the same time. R2-D2 always follows you, and you're supposed to escape this prison. Why I don't know. Populated by all these finger-wagging robots and smiley-faced ones and security droids, etc. And it's just so difficult to control because you don't scroll left to right normally with your left to right keys. You're actually controlling the cursors at the bottom, and they are responsible for your movements, and you dispatch enemies by throwing tennis balls at them. It really, really is poor. There's not a lot to say about this game at all. But I thought I'd do a review of it, just to sort of show you it in action. It's, you know, C-3PO standing there, it just looks like a fat oven chip. It's just so clunky and bad to control that I can't work out why on earth they thought this merited a game, or having come up with this game, why they thought it was going to sell well on release. Well, we know why, because of the Star Wars name and the character references. But you just have to wander around. That's just there was just one of the only other good bits I can find. The animation on R2-D2 as he turns is really quite good. Now, this is the game. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be an awful lot more to it. In a minute, I'm going to come to a computer terminal where I have to use it to open a door. Now, R2-D2 is often in the films hacking into something or other and finding this, that and the other out and being quite a clever little bastard. And, you know, I suppose that's the only sort of link there is to it. Yeah, it's just look at him throwing those balls. It's ridiculous. There's a computer's left on the floor, and when you activate it, you have to press one of these icons again, if you can, and it's a little bit tricky to get. You need to get right on it and then press that button. No, sorry, that one. No, not the one that makes him duck. Oh, for God's sake. Here we go. Are we going to have success now? Come on. I know I did get into it. Try walking back to it again. You see the baddies are poorly animated. Right, once you manage to activate it, you get this kind of Simple Simon game, mini game, where you've got to guess the correct, well, not guess them, you've got to copy the sequence they flash up in. What this has to do with the Star Wars universe, I have not got a clue. And as you can see, I fucked it up several times and had to go back to it. I wanted to like this game. I remember the animated series from the time. I never had the game, and I remember it not sort of reviewing brilliantly. So I thought I'd check it out, because all the other Star Wars games, there's 1,000 million billion videos of those on YouTube, and it wouldn't add anything else to it, me just doing yet another one. So I thought I'd have a look at this one. Now, again, we're on this light bulb thing. Bear in mind, this is, you know, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. They've nicked Philips light bulbs from somewhere, so they must have travelled to Earth and, you know, I don't know, raided B&Q or something, and stuck them in this prison planet. But it really, this was the first time, well, I'd played it 2 or 3 times just to kind of get a feel for the game. And normally, even if a game is, you know, okay-ish, there's usually something once you get further into it that makes you think, oh, that was all right. I wonder what's just a little bit further on that way, if I can get a little bit further into it. This game hasn't got any of that. It's just, there's you know, there's no appeal to it. The only 2 things I've already mentioned, the music and that sort of turning animation of R2-D2 whenever you have to. But he plays no part in this game that I can see at the moment, unless he's supposed to be in control of that sort of hacking sub game. There's not an awful lot more of this I can show you. There really isn't. It's bad. Anyway, check out the Star Wars Holiday Special. That was a kind of TV special that features all the main characters from New Hope. And the story behind it is, you know, Han Solo is trying to get Chewbacca back to Kashyyyk, the Wookiee home planet, to celebrate Life Day. And Chewie wants to be with his family, his wife, his father and his son. And it's just bizarre. It really is bizarre. There's a whole host of sort of like mini segments and skits. There's musical numbers in it. The only redeeming feature the holiday special has is there's an animated segment about halfway through, I believe it is, where it's the very first recorded entry of Boba Fett into the Star Wars universe. And it's, again, it's a bit bizarre in that, you know, he appears to be quite a friendly character in that. But check that out. I will link it below the video, because it's just amazingly bad. And after that, you can then play this game. Thanks ever so much for watching what was equals Auf Wiedersehen Pet, equals Super Gran, equals EastEnders for the number of, you know, for the sheer turgidity, if that is a word, of the level of game. I hope you enjoyed it, though. I hope you enjoy watching my videos. They're fun to make. They are just a bit of fun. I know they're crap, but I enjoy it. If you want to, please subscribe. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have a great what's left of your weekend, and take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Until next time.